Hello, 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 everybody. It is me, Mr. J. Welcome back to the Gamer Milk Podcast. This is episode 22. I want to welcome co-host, Stick Bob.
Hello.
Hello, Stick Bob. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing good.
That is nice. We played a game this week.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so I just want to tell a story. So our game is on Xbox 360 this week. We would not have been able to play this game if a miracle didn't happen. So this game that we played, it was one of the last games on the Xbox 360 because it was an Xbox One game. It was towards the end of the Xbox 360's life. So really this Xbox 360 shouldn't have gotten this game, but it did. And it required an HHD to play it. And my Xbox 360 didn't have an HHD on it to store more games. Well, I went to a garage sale and paid $15 for Xbox 360. That had a bunch of controllers and other stuff in the box. And it was an original Xbox 360, like the huge white Xbox 360, not the slim. It had an HHD on it. It wouldn't open. Like it had stuff wrong with it. Like the laser didn't want to read the game or anything. The tray wouldn't open for it. At first it wouldn't even power on, but I eventually fixed it. And I went inside of it. I even showed Sickball pictures of what I was doing. I was in there with the screwdriver cleaning everything and fixing it, putting it back together. Even has spray paint on it. I'm getting that off currently, actually. Like, I had to learn the ins and out of this thing. So I had to mine at my brain and perfect a new craft, which leads us to we played Minecraft story mode.
That was terrible.
No, that was good. You know, I thought of that day one of playing the game. I thought of that joke.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
From day one, you couldn't even get the game to work.
No, day one of playing the game when the game actually got to work.
Oh.
Yeah, we almost had to pick a new game. We were so close, but then I got it to work. All I did was, so for some reason, if I put my breath, like if I breathe onto the disc and like fog it up and then put it inside, sometimes it decides to work. And it's just, I don't know, something's wrong with the Xbox 360 laser, but without that thing, would not have been able to play this game. It took me like 5 to 10 minutes every time to load the game because I had to do that.
Bruh.
But we were able to play the game nonetheless, and I have now 2 Xbox 360s, so let's go. Anyways, Minecraft Story Mode. Made in 2015, it has 2 parts. One part was released in 2015, the second part was released in 2016, actually. So you had to wait a year to get part 2. It's an point-and-click video game developed and published by Telltale Games, based on Mojang Studios sandbox video game Minecraft. The first 5 episodes were released October 2015 through March 2016. And the additional 3 episodes were released as downloadable content DLC in the mid-2016. So you have the DLC one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both played the one with the DLCs built in. So you didn't have to... Before, how you would play this game, I believe, is you would pay like $5 for the next episode when this was first being released, I think. I think that's how the DLC worked. But we have the Complete Adventure Edition. And it's just, we don't have to pay for the extra episodes. This game was also released for other consoles, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Wii U, apparently, I didn't know that one, Xbox One, Windows, Apple, iOS, Android, iOS, Android. Most of these you can't even get anymore. The PC version you can't get anymore because Telltale sadly went out of business. Even the best version of the game, which was on Netflix, is also gone.
No.
What are you talking about?
It is not the best version of the game.
It is. Prove me wrong.
We can't even interact with it. You just make the choices.
Yeah.
You can literally skip to the next choice.
Wait, you can skip to the next choice?
Yeah. If you skip forward, you can actually just skip to the next choice.
Wow. Is this the first Telltale game that you ever played?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I think this is the first. I was gonna say it was probably Batman, a Telltale series, but I think it was actually this one. Now, is this the first game that you played like this, where you choose the choices and it's more of a point and click?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like Markiplier. Markiplier does In Space with Markiplier and A Heist with Markiplier, where you get to choose the choices, and I love that series. I haven't done Date
It
with
must have taken
Markiplier.
ages to film though.
Yeah, it does take a while because you have to record multiple point of views. And yeah, so basically, if you have ever watched In Space with Markiplier, Date with Markiplier, Heist with Markiplier, then that's basically what this is, except it has some gameplay in it. You get to choose from 6 different characters. You get, let me see if I get their names right. You get to choose Jesse, 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 Jesse. What was the last one? Oh, I can't believe it, it slipped my mind. It's Jesse. So those are the 6 characters. Who did you choose?
I chose Jesse.
Bro, same. I chose Jesse as well. Let's put a little context. So there's 3 female Jessies, of different races, and then there's 3 male Jessies of different races. So that was my joke there. I didn't want to just leave you guys on there. So there's 6 Jessies. So there's 3 males and 3 female Jessies. Also, if you ever plan on playing Minecraft Story Mode, you might want to wait to listen to this episode, because we're gonna get some spoilers. Okay, this is your spoiler warning. There's this thing called the Order of the Stone. It's these group of people who defeated the Ender Dragon a long time ago, and they became legends for doing that. You get introduced to another character called Olivia, and this is where you make your first choice here. Would you rather fight 100 zombie-sized chickens or 100 chicken-sized zombies? What did you choose?
I chose chicken-sized zombies, but I realized that the other one is probably the better option.
Yeah, I chose zombie-sized chickens. So yeah,
because chicken-sized zombies is just baby zombies.
Yeah, but baby zombies are harder to fight than actual zombies.
Yeah,
Chickens can't fight back.
Chickens would be really easy.
Literally.
Chickens have barely any health as well.
Yeah, they're just the size, but it doesn't mean their health changes. Now, we did make a deal here. Whoever beat the game first either gets to have 2 vetoes, or 1 veto but take away the other person's veto. Did you beat the game?
I didn't.
And I did beat the game. I beat the game last night.
I had stuff to do.
Yeah, and it's understandable. I just, every free hour that I had, I just put into this, trying to get the extra veto or take away your veto. But I know it's understandable, because we already knew when playing this that this was already going to be a hard game to do.
Yes, it's approximately like 12 to 15 hours.
Yeah, and well, each episode is 2 hours long, 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I did all 8. So what? 8 times 2, 16 hours.
16.
Yeah, I did about 16 hours. Yeah, so 16 hours, and also we are doing this episode early. We're doing this like 3 days early than we usually 2 or 3 days early than we usually record. So that's 2 or 3 days that StickBob could have beaten the game. I choose 2 vetoes, StickBob.
Oh, I'm safe.
Yeah, I want you to have your veto.
Well, that means you could super veto something.
Yeah, together we can make a Mega Milk.
Mega Milk.
Mega Milk.
You need to say that, and we invite a guest on.
Yeah. Well, we both chose Jesse out of the 6 Jessies. Jesse and his friends. You have Axel, Olivia, Petra, and Ruben. Those are his buddies. And you make other friends along the way. You make some enemies as well. Especially in the DLC, you make an enemy every single episode. If you know Minecraft and you played Minecraft, this is basically Minecraft but with ray tracing. That's basically what it is. It's just Minecraft with ray tracing. It looks super good. I wasn't expecting it to look as good as it did on the Xbox 360. I think I underestimate how good the Xbox 360 actually looks, but it was a beautiful game. apart from graphics, animation as well. The characters' animation, expression. Now, sometimes their expressions were a little off, but how do you animate a cube's face? Because everybody is a cube. And I like how they embraced Minecraft into this. Like, they set up everything. Like they take like they have they have a cobblestone generator. Like they embrace things about Minecraft. Cobblestone generator. They even have Spleef, which is a game where you have a shovel and you put holes in the floor of snow to make other players drop down a floor. They have griefers. They have a town called Boomtown. Wait, oh, did you get to that episode?
Yeah, that's episode 2.
So did you choose Boomtown or Redstonia?
I chose Boomtown.
Same. I kind of wanted you to choose Redstonia to see if what Redstonia actually is, but all right. We chose Boomtown. So you have to. So basically, in the story, you're going after the Order of the Stone because the villain Ivor. The villain Ivor, he made a wither, which is soul sand and 3 wither skulls, but he connected a command block to it and made a wither storm, which is the main bad thing, which chases you throughout the entire game. That thing is creepy. That thing would be nightmare fuel if I was younger. They turned a wither, which is already one of the hardest bosses in Minecraft and creepy, to even creepier, and that shows how much how creative the people were. Also, how creative is the name? I didn't even notice the name until playing it. Like when I first loaded it, I was like, "Wait, story mode. We have Minecraft creative mode, survival mode, adventure mode. We also have story mode now."
Story mode.
Yeah, I didn't even notice how clever the name was until when I first loaded it. Even my brother mentioned it as well. There's a wither storm, and you have to go after Order of the Stone, who is known for defeating the Ender Dragon a long time ago. They're all split up. There's Gabriel the warrior who got sucked into the wither storm. I think no matter what, he gets sucked into the wither storm.
Yeah, you can't save him.
Okay, because I was like, maybe I missed some buttons, so maybe I couldn't save him. But okay, so Gabriel gets sucked into the wither storm and have to go and find the other 3 members of the Order of the Stone. There's Soren, which you don't get to see him until later, but you have to choose from one of the 2, which is Magnus in Boomtown, or who's the other girl?
I don't know.
Oh, we both forgot her name. Whatever the other girl's name is in Redstonia.
That's her name.
Eligard?
Yeah, Elgard, the Redstone engineer.
Okay, Eligard, the Redstone engineer. So much we didn't care about her. We don't remember her name. So we both went to Boomtown, which is filled with griefers, which is a Minecraft thing, or any game, survival game, multiplayer survival, where like they blow up, they break your house, they blow it up, they steal your stuff. That's a griefer right there. And that's the entire point of this place, where they're trying to grief Magnus, and he's the king. If anybody griefs him successfully, they become the new king of Boomtown. We both chose Boomtown, which I didn't expect us to both choose Boomtown.
It's more cool.
Have you been to Redstonia before?
Yeah.
1 out of 10 wouldn't visit again. Yeah, Boomtown we both went to. So hey, let's go. Learn of this other item, which I thought was funny. It's called the Formidabomb, also known as the F-bomb. I thought that was hilarious. Called the F-bomb. They do have a lot of humor in this game. You could choose a humorous route, or you could choose a serious route, which is basically you're mean to everybody. Which, imagine your game if you were mean to everyone. Like, you chose all the bad stuff.
But I want to go through play it again.
Just choose everything that is mean. Like,
yeah.
Don't help anyone. There's also other places. When you go to meet Soren, he lives in the inn. He never left, basically. He just lived in the inn, and he created his own world made out of wool. And you get an achievement called Pure Imagination, which is a hint to Willy Wonka, the song Pure Imagination. which I thought was cool because his world is just made out of wool, where Willy Wonka's world is made out of candy. There is some glitches in the game, but I think it might have been just the Xbox not running as well. Like sometimes there was a little bit of lag, but also it wasn't meant for it wasn't meant for the Xbox 360. It was more of a Xbox One game. I go into a chest and I grab out sticks, but it says wood planks, and then it wants you to craft sticks using those wood planks. I'm like, wait, I already grabbed sticks though. And I was like, that was weird. That was a weird glitch that it looked like sticks even though they were wood planks. So you get to craft your own weapon. So the F-bomb ends up not working. There's this enchantment book that you could enchant an item with, and you need that. Well, you get to craft what weapon you want to chant. You can craft anything. Like, they want you to craft a sword, of course, but you can craft anything. You can craft a sword, a shovel, a pickaxe, an axe. You know what I crafted? I crafted a diamond hoe. I crafted a diamond hoe, a gardening tool. I crafted that and then enchanted it. And when you say, Jesse goes, "Oh, this is a cool weapon," and then the other people just like, I think Ruben starts laughing at you. And it was funny because I crafted that. I was like, yes. So that's how I defeated the Witherstorm. And like, take that, Witherstorm. You can also pick your armor. I chose a purple and black armor because I thought it was cool. So they do let you make a lot of choices, and you keep that armor throughout like the entire game. Oh, during the F-bomb, there is a choice where you get to choose. They're like, okay, it's too dangerous in there. This is before you get your own armor, but they're like, what? Take my armor. Eligard is like, take my armor. Magnus wants you to take his armor. No offense to Magnus, but his armor is ugly. It's green. It looks like a towel or something. It looks like pajamas.
He looks like a living cactus.
Yeah, he looks like a living cactus. Yeah, so I chose Eligard, and I had no idea because I haven't played this game in so long. I had no idea that choice is who you choose who dies, basically.
Whoever's armor you take dies.
Yeah, because they get hit and they don't have their armor on. So I took Eligard's armor, and I felt so bad.
Good thing you chose Eligard. We don't want Magnus dying.
Yeah, I guess. Magnus is kind of a jerk, though. But so is Eligard. So I guess it's fair.
Magnus is a king, though, so...
Yeah, well, actually, I'm king.
Oh, yeah. You go.
Yeah,
you grief him.
Yeah, we griefed him and became king. Which isn't talked about after that. It's not talked about how you're king of Boomtown. Except you just mention it. You're like, yeah, I'm king of Boomtown, blah, blah, blah. There is also other parts, like there's YouTubers even featured in this game. There's Stumpy Longnose, there's Captain Sparkles,
Dan
TDM,
LD Shadow Lady,
Stacy Plays. Is that it?
I think that's it, yeah. I think there's one more guy. I'm not sure what his name is, though.
There is 2 characters that are not YouTubers. So basically, this is after the main story. This is the DLC. You end up through a portal that is taking you to other worlds, trying to find back home. Well, you actually end up at this mansion with this evil person called the White Pumpkin. There's all these YouTubers here that were invited, and apparently they're celebrities as well in their own world. They have followers. So this is a more technology advanced area. Because they actually have computers and stuff. And, like, they do crafting tutorials. I don't think it's funny. Some things to point out. Dan TDM's hair changes color every time you see him. His hair changes a different color, and they even mentioned this. So, like, wait, wasn't your hair brown a second ago and suddenly it's blue? And it changes to purple, like, light blue, like
it's all the hair colors he's actually had.
Yeah, it goes through all the hair colors he's had, and it's hilarious every time you see him. I tried to keep Dan TDM alive, and I tried to keep Stumpy alive. Those were my main people who I wanted to keep alive, and I successfully did it. LD Shadow Lady ended up dying because I chose to save Dan TDM. But you don't know that you're gonna save them. You make a certain choice. and he moves from this area, and LD Shadow Lady takes a place, and then gets stabbed with an axe.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Now there is a character named Torque Dog who is not a YouTuber. They are a made up character, and he says, Jesse, that's a girl's name. And then when he dies, he gets hit by a poison arrow, and he's like, Jesse, come here. So you walk up to him, like he's dying. The last thing he says is, "You have a girl's name."
And I'm guessing if you play as Girl Jesse, he'll say, Jesse, that's a man's name.
Yeah, like a boy's name. That's what I was kind of expecting. If he would say that's a boy's name, or if he just doesn't say anything at all. But yeah, I was able to save Stumpy Longnose, Stacy Plays, and I think Stumpy Longnose and Stacy Plays survive no matter what because they are in season 2. I think they survive no matter what. But Dan TDM wouldn't have survived. Captain Sparkle dies. You can't save him.
Or Captain Sparkles.
I know. But he gets to show up at the end as the narrator. One more thing. There's this character named Aiden. You know who Aiden is, of course. He's a bully.
Yeah.
Aiden is jealous. This is in the DLC. Aiden is jealous of you because we're so popular. And he decides to take this thing called he wants to take this thing called the Eversource, which is a chicken that poops out eggs of different mobs. And there's this town that building is not allowed because it's on a sky island, which I thought this was cool. It's basically Skyblock. You're not allowed to build anything because resources are hard to come by. Now, there's a choice where the island is blowing up, and you could either save Aiden, they can come with you, you could leave him there to die, or you can hand them over to a prison. And I decided to save him because I felt bad, even though he literally super annoying. I didn't want to kill him, so I saved him, and I actually was able to turn him around. I got a choice that said you saved Aiden when you changed his mind, and he's going to become a writer now. So I was happy about that. Oh yeah, another thing, for the zombie-sized chickens and the chicken-sized zombie thing, what you choose at the beginning of the game matters in the last episode. In the last episode, you come against the original builders of the first people to build and stuff. Come across them, and there's 2 main people that you decide to punish. And their punishment is either zombie-sized chickens or chicken-sized zombies, whatever one you choose. Since I chose zombie-sized chickens, they got put into a world that has zombie-sized chickens. So yours would have been chicken-sized zombies. They would have been dead.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I thought that was actually kind of cool. That choice, 16 hours later, matters. Yeah, I thought that was very creative. That just shows how much creativeness is actually game itself. But now to ask the questions of this game, let's go back to animation where we were before. Animations of this game they're very good. I like the style they chose. Like, how do you animate the characters that you usually see from a first-person perspective? How do you make them human-like? And I think they did it perfect. This is very different from other Telltale games. Like, if you notice the way Telltale Games looks, it looks like a comic book. But this one is very different from their other styles. It looks very good. And the story built around it just fits in as well. This game has voice acting in it. Hooray, another game with voice acting. So the voice actors of this game, incredible voice acting cast. Pat Oswalt plays Mel Jesse. You know who he is?
No.
Have you ever seen Ratatouille?
Yes.
He is the main voice in Ratatouille. He's Remy, the rat.
So you're telling me Jesse was played by a rat?
Yeah. And Ruben actually has a voice actor.
What?
He plays in Night at the Museum as Dexter. Shang-Chi in the Ten Rings. He plays in The Witcher. He plays Sebastian the Rat in the Suicide Squad. I actually just watched that movie. And he plays a lot of people, and Sebastian the Rat just makes squeaky noises. So he plays in Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Jango Fett. He plays Clone Troopers. He plays Green Lantern's ring in Lego DC Superheroes.
What?
He makes the noises for his ring.
You mean what?
Yep. There's voice actors for that. Imagine the voice actor of Gabriel the Warrior. He have you played the Walking Dead Telltale game?
Yeah,
He's the main character.
he's the main character.
Yeah, he's Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that by his
voice.
voice.
The villain Ivor, he was voiced by Paul Rubens, who is known for playing Pee Wee Herman. I think he was probably the best voice actor out of anybody in this. Him and the guy who played Lucas, I thought they were really good voice actors. There also is another voice actor that did stand out. Obviously, all the YouTubers are voiced by actual YouTubers, like Stumpy Kaz voiced by Joseph Garrett, who's Stumpy Longnose, Dan Daniel Middleton, all those people. And then the voice actor of Harper, you know who Harper is?
Yeah.
He's one of the original builders. I don't know how to say her name. It's like Yvette Nicole Brown. It's Nicole Brown. She is from a show called Community that I've been watching, and her voice really stood out. She's also appeared in Marvel as well. But yeah, the voice acting top tier voice acting. At some points I didn't think like the voice actor of Jesse was doing his best. It's probably because he was the most popular he was the most popular actor there besides Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, no, I thought voice acting was still really good. Showed emotion, showed character. And it probably is hard to follow what emotion you're trying to get out of this when imagine you're the voice actor and you're recording different lines of, oh, what if this happened? Now I have to do this. So I think it is pretty hard to do. It's kind of hard to follow the story, I guess, when you're behind the mic and the game's not even out yet. Was the game hard, Stick Bob?
No.
What do you mean? This is one of the hardest games we played. It is a super hard game. No, this game is not hard. This is basically a movie, but you're watching a movie and sometimes you get some gameplay and it's just very easy to follow. There's puzzles and that's about the hardest thing in the game is there's a puzzle. And then there's some button like quick time events. And sometimes if you miss them, it's completely fine. The game continues. So yeah, no, it's not hard.
Other times you die.
Yeah, sometimes you do die, and there actually is one where there's a robot, there's like a giant computer robot that says it wants to make people useful, and if you die in that one, the death screen is not you died, it's you were made useful, which I thought was pretty cool that they changed that. Now, do you have a favorite part of the game, Stick Bob?
Probably the whole mansion part with the YouTubers.
Okay. Yeah.
I like those kind of mystery style bits.
Yeah, I like that part because it is an entire mystery thing. I was able to figure it out. I didn't remember anything of the DLC, and it might have been because I didn't play the DLC. Might have been it. I didn't remember anything. I know I watched it because I remember watching Stumpy play this as well, and him playing through those. I had the only part I remember of the DLC is the mansion part. Every other thing I was like, wait, there's Skyblock, there's this. I was like, what? Anyways, my favorite part of the game is probably, I like the choices. You can choose bad stuff or good stuff. I like the choices aspect of it. And the main thing of Telltale Games is you get to choose what happens. For the most part, you get to choose. Your choices have consequences. That is the main point of Telltale Games, and I really like that. You have a least favorite part, Stick Bob?
I don't think so. There's not really anything to hate about this game.
I have something that I hate. Why they gotta be killing Ruben like that?
Story.
Why? Can't we have Oh, and they even troll you in the last episode. They capture your friends and they say we have Axel, Olivia, and your best friend that I heard so much about, Ruben. And it does this thing where you're looking into the cell, and then it's just a dude named Ruben, and it's not actually Ruben. And that disappointed me. That made me so sad when it wasn't. I thought they brought Ruben back to life because in this world, in that world, um, with the original builders in the portal, they made it to where you can respawn in that. So if you die, you actually respawn there. We're basically playing God. But yeah, I was so disappointed. I wish they would have brought Ruben back right there. Also, did you give Ruben a black eye, or did Ruben was Ruben safe?
Is that like when you in the forest and the zombies are all there?
I think so.
Oh, he ran.
Okay, so mine ran too. So I don't think we gave Ruben a black eye. I was
But he
happy.
did get captured by a butcher.
Yeah, he did. But I'm so glad that I didn't want Ruben to have a black eye in my story because it's just really sad to see that Ruben's just a tiny little pig. He doesn't deserve it. But yeah, and I don't really have a least favorite. We don't have a least favorite thing to take away from this. I do think the second part is weaker from the first part, but the second part is just adventures after that. Now that you're the Order of the Stone, but
Yeah.
the first 5 episodes is supposed to be part 1. You could literally end it at the Witherstorm part. Anyways, this is the part where we vote on the game, if it is good or if it is bad. Are you with me on this?
If you're doing what I think you're doing, then yeah.
I am going to throw one of my vetoes at this game. Now, we have gotten a, what is it called? A super milk? Is that what we call it?
Which is 2 vetoes.
Yeah. I don't think this game is better than Mario Galaxy, but I think it's up there with Mario Galaxy. So I don't want to give it a Mega Milk, but I would like to give it a Super Milk, Big Bob.
I agree.
Alright, I'm throwing my veto out there for it. Throwing yours in.
So do I.
Alright, this is this is a Super Gamer Milk. This is Gamer Milk approved. Big Bob, you know what this means.
You have a veto and I don't.
Yep. I have a veto and you do not. Oh, it feels so good to have the power. Oh, I am going to wreak havoc. So yeah, this game is, you should play it. I hope you played it before listening to this episode because we just gave it spoilers.
We spoiled the whole game.
Yeah. Would you replay this game? Will you continue?
Maybe just to get all the achievements and stuff.
Yeah, getting all the achievements. The one to make every bad choice.
But every time you play the game, you pretty much just do the exact same thing.
Yeah, it is a hard game to replay. I feel like it was good for me because I forgot like a lot of the story and order of events, so I think it was pretty good for me to replay this. I don't know, it's kind of a game that most people would just play it, beat the story, and then go, not play it again. It's not the type of game that you come back to a lot. This is the part where we spin the wheel that chooses what we play next. We have a wheel that has multiple different things on it. We have a bunch of consoles from GameCube, PlayStation, Game Boy. We also have we have extra stuff, and we're adding a new thing to the wheel today. Stickball.
Oh yay!
So we already have Games the Same, which is what we got this week. We had a Games the Same. We Minecraft Story Mode on Xbox 360. We had Games the Same. What's the other one? 10 games each that we both picked, and even our guest get to add a game to it. We also have mobile games, and now we have our viewer wheel, listener wheel. Listeners have given us games that they want us to play, and we put those games in here. They send it. We got like 8 games or something in here. So yeah, I'm gonna spin this wheel. We're gonna see what we get. And okay, Sega.
You got a Sega Genesis.
Yeah, we got the Sega Genesis. This is the first time I own a Sega Genesis. So if it's a game that I can find, I will get the game and play it. I only have 2 games for the Sega Genesis, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
And I'm pretty sure my Raspberry Pi has Sega Genesis.
Hoping for a Sonic? Right. Let's see here. pull up the wheel. I'm actually excited because I might actually, for the first time, be able to buy a game for this. Instead, I had to buy an Xbox. Stick Bob.
What do we get?
You want me to share my screen?
Sure. We got Sonic 3.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
On the Raspberry Pi, I'm literally hovering over it. I'm not kidding.
We were literally joking about Sonic, and then we spin it. It says, we have a winner. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Stick Bob can confirm it. Stick Bob's literally showing me that he has... Okay.
I was hovering over it.
Now, I have Sonic 1 and 2. I do not have Sonic 3.
Unlucky.
I'm gonna have to go buy it. I think it's supposed to be the best out of the first 3. So this is our second Sonic game. Hopefully it's better than the first.
No, it will be better.
It will be better. You know, there's also a Sonic 3D.
Really?
Yeah, it's called 3D Blast on the Genesis. All right. Well, we're playing Sonic 3 this week, and talking about it. Thank you everybody so much for listening to this episode of Gamer Milk, episode 21. We'll see you guys next week for another episode. But until then, I am Jesse.
Who am I? I'm Jesse.
And we'll see you on another story mode. That was terrible. We'll see you in another episode. We'll see you in season 3.